find me when you have a moment. There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
So, did you find a solution to our problem? Yes, it's super simple. We'll build a bridge. Oh, just like that? Well, it can't be a regular bridge, of course. We don't have the time nor the manpower to accomplish that. However, there is a certain technology that came to my mind, superconductive bridge anchors. They could allow us to quickly span a light but durable construction across our obstacle. Wow, great. Sounds exciting. Yes, but... Oh, here we go. Cut out the sarcasm. It's not my fault this excursion was prepared by a dilettante. Blueprints for the anchors should be standard equipage for every mission since Project Versant went live, but not on this one. They should fire the logistician, if there ever was one. Stop moaning, will you? Just tell me what to do. You're right. Let's act. You are in touch with mining operations, right? Maybe. It's classified information. That's a pathetic way of asserting authority. Of course you are in touch with them. You'd never have come up with altering yourself on your own. So, next time you talk to someone from Mining Ops, tell them to send over the anchor blueprints from Versant. Once we have them, things will go back to super simple. You'll see. All right, will do.
Jan, we're running out of storage space, you know?
Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Not really. Barely knew them.
Well, we are all grief-stricken down here. But also excited and proud of what you have achieved. I hope you grasp the significance of your discovery.
So, do people know I found rupidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course, yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. I don't want to put pressure on you, but failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the rupidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rupidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
No. I'm glad I did it.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Of course.
Then we will understand each other well. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate rupidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now, constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolsky.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Thanks.
Of course, I would lie to you if I said your work is done. You've probably noticed how different rupidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
So you're afraid the rupidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting rupidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a rupidium ark should be your primary focus now.
Sounds like a big task. I should get to it straight away.
It is a big task, Jan. But it's worth every effort. I hope you realize the gravity of the moment.
I thought you said you didn't want to put pressure on me.
You're right. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
No. I'm good.
Then we only have one more issue to clear.
What's that?
You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of your altars.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Dulski here.
Jan, tell me you did it. Tell me you have the Ark.
I did it.
Well done. Now, all we need to do is bring it home safely. Are you making progress with that obstacle of yours?
I'm still looking for a way out.
Oh, I don't want to cause panic, but you better hurry.
I'm gonna need your help.
What can I do for you?
I need blueprints for superconductive bridge anchors from Project Versant.
Versant? But how do you know about that?
I'm smarter than you think, Maxwell.
Well, you read the classics. And you're aware of aborted scientific programs unknown to the public.
Aborted? Are you sure?
Yes. Project Versant was terminated years ago due to lack of satisfactory results.
But didn't they come up with some tech useful for mining missions?
No. How would you even know what they were unless an alternate version of you was somehow involved in it? Is it possible that someone from your crew remembers a non-existing technology? That's amazing, Jan. You do understand what I'm saying, right?
All I'm hearing is that you don't have my blueprints.
No, I'm sorry. They simply don't exist. But there is still something we can do.
What's that?
I have an idea. It's a long shot, but it might be all we have. Project Versant did leave behind unfinished drafts. Crisscrossed formulae, discarded calculations, the usual scribbles of a scientific stream of consciousness at work. For what it's worth, I'll ask Lucas to send it over to your terminal. Maybe that resourceful altar of yours can put it to good use.
Oh, okay. It's better than nothing, I guess.
I have to say, Jan, I'm beginning to see more and more potential in this situation of yours. I hope we speak soon. Good luck, as always.
Ever wondered if she cheated on you? I should punch you for even suggesting that. So, I have news about the anchor blueprints you asked for? I certainly hope so, because I just saw something come in from mining ops, and it looks like a bad joke. Did you precisely ask for bridge anchor blueprints? Of course I did, but this is all that bunch of amateurs was able to give us. Random odds and ends of unfinished research? I find that hard to believe. This looks more like the musings of a madman than serious work. No. Give me the real thing. I'm not touching this parody of a prototype. Look, I know it's not perfect, but I believe in you. Just think, they came up with this thing only because you existed. It's gotta mean something. Well, if you put it that way, I can try. Oh, touched a raw nerve, did I?
organic matter deposit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Is that one following me? What the hell? What is this? Another anomaly? It looks out of this world. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff.
Hey, man. We're running out of storage space.
Take on batteries.
Lucas, what's up now? Kind of busy here.
I know. It's that I've only just learned the big news. You managed to build one. A Rapidium arc. Man, congrats. That's really heavy stuff.
Thanks for appreciating. I just need to get it back to Earth now.
Oh, yeah. And how are you doing down there?
I think I'm on the right track.
That's great. You're doing a good job juggling all those tasks at your altars. Kudos.
Why do I get the feeling you want something from me?
Well, it's not that I want something.
So?
I just thought, well, it really can make a difference if you bring back one arc, or, well, more. Since you already have the outpost in place, you know? All the infrastructure.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I am not going to be anyone's errand boy. I have enough work already. All I want to do is get my ass safely back to Earth.
Yeah, of course. I totally understand. Just keep my request in mind if you have a change of heart. Okay? It can really mean a lot to people who, well, don't have the channel to ask for themselves. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out, Mr. Dulski.
No problem. By the way, can you quit with that Mr. Dulski crap? My name is Jan.
Oh. Okay, Jan. Yeah, cool. I'm Lucas, in case you want to, you know.
I caught that, Lucas. No worries.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, good luck with the Rapidium, Jan. I'm L7 out, for now.
we still got some storage space?
I made a curious discovery. Another distortion? I don't know. It was different this time. It didn't look dangerous, no radiation. Actually, it didn't do anything. But it caught your attention. It's like nothing I've seen before. It must have something in common with the other distortions. The question is, are they the cause or the reason of so much rupidium here? I'd like to study them more. So would I. And for that, we'll have to design our own tools. Do you have anything specific in mind? Let me think about it. I need to look through Professor Frankhoff's lectures, as well as notes from other expeditions. We have a theory. I just need to find a way to put it into practice. Did you manage to recreate the blueprints? Believe it or not, I did. Amazing job. I'm proud of you. As if I needed that. But it was motivating to know you believed in me. Anyway, now it's all down to getting those anchors in place. You'll need a specific type of superconductive polymer to build them. More work. Great. I choose to be deaf to your sarcasm. So, where do I get these polymers from? They can be produced in a refinery. Good thing you already built one. You can set up production at once. Let me warn you, it's a time-consuming process, so you'd better step on it. But I believe in you. Huh. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I ran into another anomaly. This one was... Oh, keep it... Lucas, what is it now?
Hey, Jan. Sorry to bother you again, but there's this thing you need to take care of ASAP.
Other than Rapidium?
Yes. Your wife, ex-wife.
Lena? What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, someone from the board informed her about your status, and it's gotten a little nervy. You know she can't find out about the altars, right?
I know that. I'm not stupid.
Good. Great. Still, the thing is, she's asking around, trying to find out things herself. So, can you just please tell her not to? You know, next time she calls.
Tell her to... Yeah, that's a good one. Telling Lena to back away will just work her up, especially if it's coming from my mouth.
Oh. Well, then maybe just, I don't know, reassure her? Like, say everything is fine and you need focus time, stuff like that?
I don't know, Lucas. I wish I could talk to her, but I just don't feel convincing enough. Whenever I open my mouth, I seem to be saying something other than I intended.
Oh, that sucks. Still, we definitely need to solve this problem. Hey, how about this? Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but what if maybe there's an alter of yours out there who would know how to talk to her?
What? You mean...
Yeah, someone, you, who she'd listen to.
Huh. Interesting.
Just give it a shot, Jan. We really can't let anyone find out. It's for your own good.
You guys seem to be worrying about my good a lot.
I hope you don't doubt that, Jan. I gotta go offline now. Best of luck. L7 out.
big thing, huh? Must be important. One of God's top achievements.
To the Saber evacuation function. Surroundings.
Got a minute? We need to talk.
You do know we're running out of radiation filters?
All done. Can I take care of this now?
Busy day, huh? Got a riddle for you.
I'm not interested.
What gets wet while drying?
Seriously, you see I'm busy. Hi.
To the Saber evacuation center. Surroundings. Modifying its trajectory.
storage space.
You again.
To the safer evacuation position.
Seriously? Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man. Hey, you wanted to discuss something? Yeah, I want to know when you started being such a pushover. What? You heard me. I'm not blind. I can see the workload pile up. And you, eager to take new orders. Well, I'm not exactly in the best negotiating position. Using illegal technology to save my life, creating my altars. I'd better have a good justification for that. So they're threatening you. Even better. Like I said, I don't have much choice. Maxwell's in charge here. Yeah, so is Dad. The man of the house. I thought you regretted not standing up to him. Looks like you didn't learn much. That's a little below the belt. You're right. Sorry, this place is getting to me. All I'm saying is, we should do something just for ourselves. Something not work-related, not productive in any way. Like what? Well, there's a social room module available in this base. We could start with that. I bet it has a beer pong table. Yeah, see? A smile on your face. Let's build a place where we can chill out and play beer pong, and then, after I've beaten you, we can talk more serious stuff. What do you say? Okay, it's on.
Gun, I noticed we're missing a few rad filters.
Hi.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Is there a problem? Listen, Jan, we're fed up with your mistakes. What do you mean, fed up? What is this? Morale is at an all-time low. You need to reevaluate your priorities or else. What exactly do you want me to improve? Unfortunately, when you're dependent on the work of others, sometimes you need to give in to irrational demands. Some of us want better food. Just let them have it. I hear you. I'll do what I can. So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Luminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? I'd like to investigate them more. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. How? Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions. How is that supposed to help me examine them? I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the illuminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the illuminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound. Damn, that does sound promising. Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight. Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena. Lena Berg. Right on. She had a promising career. I wonder what happened to her. So you didn't marry her? Marry? Come on. We both had much more interesting things to do with our lives. And different things too. You know how it is. When people evolve, their priorities change, and all of a sudden, you just realize that if you held on, you'd only be in each other's way. Yeah, guess you're right. Of course I'm right. Parting ways was one of the best decisions in our lives. You and Lena still friends? We married. Then we divorced. Thank you for sparing me the sorry part in between. I suppose this concise story proves that it was never meant to be, whatever either of us did. Fair point, I guess. Glad I could help. What's up? You bastard. You're pathetic.
To the safer evacuation facility. During sleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings.
Before you out, make sure you have all the important equipment. Haste makes waste.
Hey, looks like we're running out of radiation filters.
Hello, Jan.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
see where this leads. Looks like a good spot to place the bridge anchors.
Those systems were designed by eggheads who know nothing about Rapidium. Nothing is smooth.
Let's meet.
think we're running out of food.
Please. We've run out of them. Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
All good, Lucas. Everything under control. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
To the safer evacuation functionality. Changes are detected. The evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky in a quantum computer.
I'd like to be alone, please.
Looks like we're running out of radiation filters.
world we live in, huh?
I can't work in a broken module. Should I move to work there instead? You want me to take care of this?
I'm done here. Should I do this now? Would you like me to address that?
Done. Should I take care of this now?
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? I'm done here. Should I do this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Damn it. Yes!
Beautiful restaurant.
bad, man. Not bad.
Thanks for the game. Jeez, man. You need to practice. Unless... Hey, wait. Did you just let me win? What? Why would I do that? Yeah, I'm just messing with you, alright? But you do go around doing everything people want from you. You mean, like, building a dormitory when someone tells you they're tired of sleeping on the floor? Exactly. Or building a social room when they want some action. Are you telling me I should have ignored you? No, man. No, I'm glad you didn't. Just saying people are gonna want things from you. All the time. Just like that Maxwell guy and whoever else from Earth. You gotta learn how to say no sometimes. Because you'll never please everybody. And you can forget about yourself. Like with Dad? Yeah, sort of. I guess you're right. Thanks. I'll remember that.
To the Saber evacuation. The evacuation procedure. License plate says teeth.
Should I take care of this now?
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Jan, we're running out of storage space, you know?
Should I take care of this now?
Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views.
We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good.
Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out. Calm our nerves. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's get a rave started.
Unbelievable.
Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind, the very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic.
I actually have fond memories. Blisters on my fingers from strumming those strings all night. And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. Some good tunes we played too. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. But the bastard was too drunk to find his way back out.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. Really? Oh, I never gave up jamming with the Freckles. Well, not until the accident.
I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lennon. Nothing serious, though. Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, busy, hey, huh?
And I'm telling you, this is